So my next one is going to be going to talk about Hellboy, the Cricket Man. This is a film that was kind of interesting because when this trailer dropped, everyone's like, "What? When did they make this?" You know, especially considering how our media is just on anything comic book related, just constantly giving us updates and this and that. But this film is directed by Brian Taylor. It's based off the comic book of the same title. As Courtney told me earlier, it was a one shot comic book story featuring Hellboy in that world. And in this film, Hellboy and a rookie BPRD agent find themselves stranded in 1950s rural Appalachia. They soon discover a community of witches led by a local devil who has a connection to Hellboy's past. And this film stars Jack Kesey as Hellboy. Adeline Rudolph plays the young BPRD agent. You also get Leah McNamara, Joseph Marcel, and Jefferson White, as well as others in this film. And what do you think about this, Cornelius?
Overall, I really liked it. I don't believe I've read the Crooked Man, the comic, but this is just a basic Hellboy story. Pretty much what I've read about Hellboy, like Seeds of Destruction. I guess the first series might have been Seeds of Destruction or something like that. It's overall just a simple story. It's set in the 1950s instead of present day. With the agent that he's teamed up with, it's another agent that actually gets killed on his train ride through Appalachia. They're transporting some kind of weird spider, and it gets loose and everything. I really like this because it's a smaller Hellboy story without you doing like what Guillermo del Toro did. Even though I'd love to do Guillermo del Toro stories,
those two were more like world-ending kind of events that were happening.
And that's what I was about to go with. I really like this because it was, and even the one where David Harbour did. This one is a little bit more low stakes and just something that Hellboy encounters, and it's going back. It's a couple flashbacks to World War II, I guess, in this. But overall, I just thought it was like a simple story, but I also really liked it for what it was. Because not every comic book film has to be about like the world coming to an end. This is just a local problem that he kind of takes care of. Almost like one of my favorite shows growing up, Real Ghostbusters. You know, they would have missions or just things in comic books, but like Real Ghostbusters, they would come across some macabre, or have little side, not really side missions. It was like a weekly like monster or whatever they would be dealing with, but it wouldn't, very rarely was the world going to come to an end because they were coming across this stuff. It was just something that kind of could actually kill them, but overall, things that just happened, just a little isolated story. But I appreciate it for what it is. And I kind of wish the Constantine character that DC does would have a story kind of like this, to where it, even though they had a TV series, which I kind of liked, I kind of wouldn't mind a big screen version of Constantine, like, kind of like this, doing this type of story.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I saw the other day on the internet, man, there's been like some rumblings, people wanting the next Spider-Man film to be just more neighborhood kind of Spider-Man, and it sounds like this with this the Hellboy film is like, it's just a smaller mission, that he's constantly doing missions, but not every mission has such worldwide consequences, man. So I think that's what people are asking for a Spider-Man film. Maybe more focused more on his personal relationships, but have him doing the everyday, around the way kind of no issue.
Yeah, but the thing about Spider-Man compared to this, you still have to have those effects because you can't get away with. That well,
but you can still have
but a lower stake story, or him just teaming up with Daredevil or something. It just, you know.
Yeah. Because I mean, we saw an example of that where they pulled that off in the second Spider-Verse film. He was doing a lot of neighborhood stuff, especially with even with Polka Dot, and it was working. Like you know, they really didn't have to go really big world altering until later on when you know the dimensional stuff starts happening. But I think they could do it if you take the time and sit down and write that.